Welcome to a new episode of Assyria, which we are introduced to a brand new emperor, as the old one has died, but the timing couldn't be more better, as now we have a man in his prime. Is the man, I was about to say myth and all that stuff, but in actuality, this is Emperor Isaac of Assyria, who is a genius and also a mastermind theologian who follows the chant philosophy for more learning. He's also a polymath, which this person has studied a wide variety of fields and can be trusted to know a great deal about anything. And he's also a master physician, which this person has studied the human body and can be counted on to save every possible life. He's also a juror, which this person's graduated from the Gozijian, the Chinese Imperial Academy, and has passed the Imperial examination at a provincial level. Not to mention gregarious, stubborn, temperate, and unfortunately craven while he was over there, which we can live with that. We can live without. We can live with that. Quit stammering, otherwise you would get the stutter trait all of a sudden in real life. Now, Isaac, quite possibly one of the smartest men in the world, but the one question is, who is the smartest person in the world? And it's Mukhtar, philosophical tutor. So, you can say, I'm at 28 learning. I guess I'm just among of the many smart men around, most of which are philosophical tutors. Junior Prime, well, I was about to say, hell, why aren't you in our court? You could be a good philosophical tutor for us. He resides over there. Because I think I know what to do with that man. I mean, forget about the philosophical tutor, I just came up with something else. And speaking of something else, our troops are moving eastward because we will soon intervene with Sogdiana. They're fighting in two holy wars, which they're on a losing end of it, and they need our help. At least that's to me. So, consider an offer not a respect being tutored by Watch. Guardian, apparently there's a Sogdian commander named Watch. Or I'm sure it's pronounced differently in the Sogdian language. Uh, yeah. His name is Watch. Or it could be Watak. Watak. I don't know. Figure it out yourselves for those who know Sogdian or Yagnobi, which is Neo Sogdian. I've watched documentaries during my free time. And meanwhile, to the west, well, Bulgaria, despite the fact we had a series of assassinations during the last two Bulgarian kings, which one was not an historian, and the others are Slavic. And then I thought to myself, we know this next era is Slavic. Is there anyone that we can invite to the court that is a claimant to Bulgaria? Only one, and is the only Nestorian around. So he's like, well, he's the best chance we got. Oddly enough, he's Serbian, but you sure not the Bulgarian dynasty? That's an odd name. It is. Let's see, when did he exist? Born in 850. Okay, they've been around for more than 100 years. So you got this man, which he's just he's just a courtier living in the Slavic kingdom of Bulgaria with a Nestorian majority, in which they should have a Nestorian king. He's Midas touched. He doesn't make a good commander, but he could be a good king. So come on in. So I won't press claims, but he's confident enough to say, look, Emperor Isaac has the power to press my claims. So yeah, he's culturally Serbian, but I could tell by the name because two of his sons are, they have Bulgarian names, but they're Serbian. One is still Bulgarian, and will likely remain so. So they have Serbian, have Bulgarian dynasty, so to speak. But most importantly, Nestorian. Doesn't matter what race or culture you're of, as long as you're of that same faith as us. And yes, we have the power to install you to the Bulgarian throne, which I think, look, we're already committed to sending retinues to Sogdiana. I will bring the full might of Assyria upon Bulgaria to put this Nestorian man into the Bulgarian throne, so we'll be fighting in two different wars. While meanwhile, down south, there's the Shia Jihad for Egypt, which Egypt had finally ended its war with the Africans in white peace after 21 years of war. Now, they may lose Egypt. And when they do lose Egypt, Assyria will expand into Egypt. All of it. Because I had future plans of possibility of moving into Egypt and make it part of the Assyrian Empire. And of course, after the Egyptian conquest, we would be at border with the Empire of Mali, which would be the next great power that we will be threatened by. Even though they're keeping busy pretty soon. But we shouldn't worry right now. It's like, yes, they're doing a jihad, but they may have to turn back and defend their holdings against the Africans. Now, I've already invited him in. And, Sogdian commitment. Well, once we have the non-aggression pact signed, they will have the alliance, and then we're going to send you some money for you to hire mercenaries to try to stall them against the Turkish Zoroastrian menace. They used to be Slavic, but they're Zoroastrians. What should I put my focus on? Well, I was thinking family, but I mean, yes, I would like for higher learning, which it would naturally be going for scholarship because I'm going to join a Hermetic Society. So let's do scholarship. I'm in a prime of my life. We can worry about family later. Here it is. Hermetic Society. Of a Christian group. Yes, yes. Greetings, Emperor Isaac. We are delighted to learn that you have taken your first step towards enlightenment. The secrets of the corpus may be obscure to you now, but in time you may come to understand them as I have. Hold in thy mind and all thou wouldst know, and Hermes, the thrice blessed, will teach thee. Signed, of Magus Manual. Oh gee, I remember seeing your name. You're the second smartest man in the world. But you are taking it easy right now. So, you're not only the Duke of Fayoum, which he lives in Egypt, but very soon he's going to lose those holdings to the Shia. So, thank you, and you've seen better days. And I guess your wife had seen better days. And you were formerly an Imperial graduate, and as I said before, amongst the smartest men in the world. Even though you're suffering from cancer and have a distressing vision and bad divine advice, so, as I've said before, you have seen your better days. Now, due to my high learning, I would gain a pretty good esoteric knowledge, which that can be improved upon, and plus with the bonus of being stubborn and a genius. And I'm sure I will gain more good traits as I would work up on scholarship. Build me an observatory, which I've begun a construction of the observatory. It will take some time to collect all the necessary materials to get everything in order. I can't wait. And get me a court position. Alright, theorem paper. Oh gee. I face daunting task of researching an entire theorem paper, to be reviewed by my peers. What I would accept about the order would be a great boon to me. If the quality is found to be lacking, it might be a big blow to my prestige. I have high diplomacy and high intrigue. Or go for broke, which obviously wouldn't do well, but I'll ask help from those around me. I have high diplomacy. With the help of some other bright minds, I might, well, stand a better chance of success. Look, I'm a genius, so I will ask help. I'm very well skilled in anything. I'm a polymath, after all. Alright. Another sip. And now that I'm a member of Hermetic Society, I just remembered another thing. The Garden of Baghdad. We haven't built much of features, as you can see these are the four. The Hanging Gardens, the Vineyard, the Secluded Groves, and the Garden Retinue, which we'll build up. Since I'm a member of the Hermetic Society, I can build an herb garden now. A well-organized patch of land showing the dedication of its carer. It will gain a little bit of health and will periodically give me herbs. It'll take about 2 years, so let's get it. And don't forget, some of that more money is going to be sent to Sogdiana to hope for reinforcements that they can hire mercenaries. Here's the reinforcements. Now off you go. March to Sogdiana. It's going to be a long march there, and hopefully we'll be there fast enough. And I don't want to be leading troops to the front. I don't want to get killed. Not yet, at least. Again, that's just me saying things as in, like, tempting fate. Now, one last check. If I'm going to be setting up my cultural advances, I'm going to have to move up on the status of women. And also, for God's sakes, Croatia, you've got to accept Nestorianism into your hearts. You've got a great army, at least for now, you're still tribal government, amazingly enough, because I thought you would all be feudalized. Some did, but not all. Let's get to work. Recently inherited the crown of pearls from Emperor Joseph. It is not in good shape. You know, these are some pretty old crown jewels. How was it been around since the days of Ashur? Yes. But since we're an empire, and I thought, well, we should have a new set of jewelry. Okay, next time we get a lot of money, we'll get a new set of crown jewels. So looks rather useless to me. So yes, it'll be destroyed and removed. So it'll not hurt my prestige. I'll just gain less prestige from it. Yes, it's controversial to be removing a piece of heritage, but this is an empire which will soon be enlightened under the reign of Isaac. So I'm going to have to destroy this crown. We'll get a new one once we help out the Sogdians and help the Serbian man into the Bulgarian throne, since his dynasty is half Serb, half Bulgarian. And we have an alliance. So, please accept. Alright, he's here. Taking an awful risk of investment. Must have a valid cash to declare war. Okay? That means, well, never mind on that. Especially that there was a revolt war going on. Thought I could, press his claim. But I don't think it's possible now. Don't forget he's brought his family over here. And plus he'll not be inherited unless pressed in war. Ah, I see. Well, sometimes I kind of get ahead of myself on things, which is a tendency of mine. Anyways, we'll put our efforts to the Sogdian conflict. And now we got the smartest man in the world. Alright. Shortly after I spread the word of seeking an employee of the court position, a Jewish exile appeared at my court. The exile introduced himself as Nachman of Ankober, explained that he had served as physician to many rules before, and such offers of service to me in return of fair pay. Which one are you losing with? You're losing the Samarkand War. Yeah, you'll say all help is appreciated. So we're coming to you. We're about to send you some funds. And we'll take care of that other piece of business. Too bad I can't send you wine. You're too young to drink. So Bulgaria has to settle it themselves. They're gonna have to settle it amongst themselves. Okay, one more for good measure. There, go get yourself some mercenaries and bolster your numbers. And you're already calling me heroic. I'm not heroic, I'm craven. I don't want to be in the front lines. I want to do things for science. So, good on you. I already sent him money, right? Okay, just refer to persuasion. Give you this one gift and some alcohol to go along with it. Hope you like me. If not, then I'm gonna have to start swaying you. I doubt persuasion can change fates. The rector of Gozajian sent me a beautiful illuminated manuscript in honor of my recent accession to the throne. A most fitting present. Mind you, this is all part, these traits here, all part of the university mod. Book of Documents. Here it is. The Book of Documents is one of the 5 classics of ancient Chinese literature. It is a collection of rhetorical prose that serves as a foundation for most Chinese political philosophy. The chapters are presented as records of formal speeches and are either consultations, instructions, announcements, declarations, or commands. Well, since I have a high learning, how many learning books that hasn't been used yet? We need to put more emphasis on that. Not too much on intrigues. Unequip that. Put this on. Because I already have Consolation of Philosophy equipped, so combine it with this, that's +1 learning. Uh-huh. You already got an... So put this on as well. Gee, one would think is I need more learning books. These are study books. It's different from library books. Yeah, well, I'm so much of a damn genius, I might as well compose a book. I got a long life ahead of me. Apparently I can't write a learning book, but I could write something else. I shall chronicle my family history first. Let's do something different. Write about House Gazarta. You know, this great dynasty that we've been having for quite a while now. Now we take a good look at the front lines. My god, how many are there? They got mercenaries too. don't spend or send any more money to anyone. And please get yourself some mercenaries, otherwise it'll all be lost. They've just hired some. Of course. Nobody converted to Nestorian in that realm, have they? No. I don't know why it says over there, but you're back here. Oh, come on, faster. We've got to back them up. They're about to move in on them. Okay, they're getting out of there. Smart move. Gee, that's a powerful realm. Remember, most of our commanders are holy knights, so they'll do better against damage against religious enemies, such as Zoroastrians. We still have the Holy Order members with us. Mazdak. Alright. If they call us for help, don't answer. They can handle it. What's his skill? Just curious. Debating whether or not if I want to get into a battle. I just finished. I produced a truly revolutionary paper on the mind of God. It explores the divine truth that permeates this world and might provide a new insight into theology, and all that is left is to submit to my hermetic peers for review. I'll send it out at once. I send out the paper and wait for my peers' replies. Hopefully they will be objective when they evaluate it. So position yourselves there. Where are the others? Okay, just try to back these guys up. But I think by then they will take this holding. If they move in against the Sogdian army, we will move in. The observatory is finally ready. It is with great anticipation that I make my first observations. Wonder what strange thing I will discover. Okay, she says yes on that. And there's another. Welcome back. Try them again. Says yes on that. My brother, I have a proposal which might interest you. An old letter detailing the possible locations of some lost Hermetic writings came into my possession not many moons ago. If you fund an expedition, we could search for these treasures together. As above, so below, initiate Darius. Darius, yeah, it's Kurdish variant of Darius. Yeah. Everybody says yes. I have the best news. Since our last correspondence, I've acquired a map leading to the surviving chamber of the Great Library of Alexandria, while previous options remain. A tome here in Nineveh, a scroll in Sinjar, and a tablet in Tau. I would argue that this opportunity is too great to pass up. Screw it, let's gamble on it. Let's shall go to Alexandria. This is the first time that I was able to get that this early. I thought it would happen in a higher rank. No, we do it here and now. Halt! Move up here. Link up with us. Yep, the smartest man in the world is now my court chaplain, but I ain't gonna send you, proselytizing other people, because it's basically pointless. But I could also make you, philosophical tutor, unless we already had one. No. So, here you go. Also, would you like to be my... Oh, you can make an apprentice. So, in exchange for tutoring, the apprentice will take up one's laboratory and assist during experiments. He's 29 years old and he's in the prime of his life? Yes. Give him that. So now he gets to wear this hermetic clothes. You have to go out and acquire ingredients. I've called upon my apprentice Mukhtar to help me gather ingredients that are needed for further studies of the mysteries in the world. But I will first need to decide what kind of ingredients we need. We will gather herbs in the hills. I'm sure we'll get some more through this garden. So everybody link up now. We'll march together and defeat those guys from Merv. Taking up stewardship education. And you haven't hired mercenaries. But don't worry, one day, as we will help you, liberate your holdings. Maybe you should use that money for, oh, I don't know, great trade league work, since you're doing stewardship education. Use that money to build up your nation. Mukhtar and I have arrived in the hills early in the morning to collect various useful herbs we could find in the countryside. Our combined knowledge will be useful for identifying the plants. Let's go together. We'll defeat these heathens. Success! Enough peers have endorsed my paper, and so the order is accepted in its library. As a result, my standing with the order has increased measurably. I possess a great mind. More learning. And prestige. Again, I'm not going to be there in that fun. I'm just simply not ready for such bloody battles to come, especially if they got commanders that are way better than both martial and combat. The lack of piety I have observed in one of the courtiers makes me worried. I wouldn't want to accuse anyone of not being a good Christian, but if my suspicions are correct, then something needs to be done. Just some old Assyrian woman who's... Gee, why haven't we kicked you out or excommunicated you? I'll confront the courtier about the lack of piety. Now she's doing good deeds to increase her piety. Stop being a bad girl. Matter of fact, no, we can't send her to a monastic order. Kinda too late for that. The Chan texts I've been reading emphasize the existence of the Buddha nature within all sentient beings, but is clouded by this sunyata. In the emptiness that lies behind the material world, I must strive to look past the illusionary world of sensation into the absolute reality of the world. I finally see. I'm a mystic. Hey, that's something I actually wanted in the future, but no, I'm gonna get it right here, thanks to this philosophy. Now I'm a mystic, which means that when this herb garden is finished, the Fountain of Youth will be the next thing to be built. That's right. Isaac, the man who discovers the Fountain of Youth. Nobody believes it until now. Alright, let's liberate these holdings. Help the Sogdians. And don't let them lose Kuta, because they're winning so far. But remember, after we beat the heck out of this enemy, then help, well, not leave Sogdiana. It's a wonder how we originally came to Sogdian lands. We have now spent looking high and low for useful orbs, but both me and Mukhtar are exhausted. We are forced to conclude that a small assortment of interesting plants is what we're going to have. At least we got something out of this. 2's good enough. Mandrake and Yarrow. You done beating up each other over there? Can't press it yet. What the heck? Where are they? Where's that at? This county. I was about to say, is that a... Oh, it's over there. No, we can't press that man's claim. Still too far in that line of succession. Oh, this old geezer is still alive. Say, anybody want to assassinate him? If I become a known murderer, so be it. If there's anybody who is bitter towards me, like make rivals out of, I'm gonna put a bounty on you. Because I want nothing to do with it. Meanwhile, let the Sogdian expedition continue. I've spent many nights looking at the stars in my observatory. It is truly fascinating. There are so many questions to ask. How do the stars move? Asher did this path. We're doing this one. Even though I'm already a mystic. Which is fine. That means more learning a bit. And a little stewardship doesn't hurt. The Army of Watch. Or Wataka. Or if anybody watching this video that knows a thing or two about Sogdian culture and whatnot, maybe you know what it's pronounced. We took a box of incense from... Come to my tavern in Nineveh Library. There's a tavern there. We're about to get into combat with Keva. Oh, you'll be fine. Just refer to that over there. Yeah, that's one of their allies. Okay, now they're gonna go kill the Bulgarian king, and then this old guy is gonna be king again. And then we'll get rid of him too. Lord knows how long this is gonna continue. Help him out. Fast. It's steppe territory. Oh, the farmer who provided manure revealed my name. You're all mad at me, right? Alright, we don't want that. Tell you what. Yeah, you could see glowing red portrait. Yep, we're rivals now. I hope someone puts you out of your misery. Mark this character as a target for bounty hunters. He will be targeted by members of the local fighters guild, if there is any, who will hunt him until death. I'm sure somewhere in the realm of Bulgaria, either by a Bulgarian or Levantine. No, Levantine. Well, anybody who lives there that's members of it. can go get them. I know there's a lot of possible Fighters Guild members living in this empire. So I just gotta be up at my toes. Because, you know, if somebody finds me, then I'm screwed. Matter of fact, where is it? Arm yourself with this crossbow. It's +8 combat skill compared to +1 on the old battle axe of King Usher. Yeah, just imagine. Sitting at my desk, doing my research, and I got a crossbow next to me. Because I'm paranoid. Fill up their flanks. After giving my advice on that delicate matter, the courtier asked me to accept a small gift of gold as thanks for my help. I'll just be this out of preference. Wasn't my advice worth more than a couple of pennies? Nothing. We killed them all. Betsy, did you finally hire mercenaries? Oh no, that's some other army. No, that's the army. They were going to Cooktown and we were able to save. Oh my. Eek. They took Egypt. And now she's back in Constantinople. She's always been in Constantinople. But now, they've lost, Egypt. So, and now they're going to put their focus on the Africans, which they don't know if they can have the strength to take them all on. But he's got it. All's left is Egypt, is Sirt, Nafusa, and Thraike, Megamedia, Constantinople. Cursed infidels. We will find them one day, so I think the Assyrian takeover of Egypt is starting to become a reality. They're going to be looking at us next. Observing the movement of the stars at night, I've begun to see some regular patterns. These observations, however, have raised many new questions. I've started to wonder, for example, if the Earth is really the center of it all. Interesting. The world is such a big lie, I've gained a cynical trait. What up's on the intrigue? At least we turned this war around for them. My misgivings rose early after our arrival in Alexandria. The initiate Darius insisted that we've misinterpreted the map. After every failure, he had a new idea. A suspicion crept upon me. What if the map was forged, and Darius knew? Was this blasted expedition a plot to ruin me? Curses! Now we're bitter rivals too. You know what, just for that, I mean, he may have the money to put a bounty on me, but damn it, man. Tell you what, let's have a private conversation right here, right now. You and I are going to have a stern talk. Too bad. Let me try to intimidate you. Take it near to the gargoyles. I have invited Bishop Darius to our stroll today. I had something to show him. Eventually we came to stop near my gargoyles. I waited there in silence for several minutes, while Bishop Darius grew more and more uncomfortable before I lead in and say, Didn't say anything that would stand out to me. I hope my meaning is clear. Nope, you felt threatened. I'm gonna get back at you for this. I was about to say, good God, am I really gonna resort to antagonizing people now? I was such a good boy in the university, but now I'm not. I'm bitter at two old men. One soon to be gone, and the other. You got an encouraging vision. Well, the last thing you're going to see in your vision is me coming at you. You're a new chance. 100%. No, we're going to help them out on this other war. The herb garden is finished. And now, the fountain of youth. So, there's an eerie sheen to the water in this well. As I'm a mystic, I can do that. So this will take more than 2 years to build this thing. Now it says, the magnificent garden has been nobility's favorite place for leisure and rejuvenation. For ages, the herb garden is said to be the envy of any educated gardener. It's too bad I can't arrest that bishop because he's a vassal of someone else. Now let me help you on this other war, which you are losing, but we'll definitely be there for you. Apparently they have a paper mill in Bukhara. In this factory, the worker produces paper, a cheap and light material upon which to write anything from poems to official documents. It's gonna be a Chinese-related thing. Wish I had one of those of my own. Now you've hired some mercenaries. Well, let's take them out. And you finally hired mercenaries after we had to liberate your holdings. The research I've conducted in my observatory at night has proven deeply fascinating. I could push my studies further, but I need to purchase more equipment for it to be meaningful. I must move forward. The trading is here. The box of incense that we looted from Sogdians, so sorry about that. I mean, it was in your treasury. But don't worry. You still got a crate full of weapons and armor and more clothes. And a trading stall. And silk cloths. Once you grow up, I hope you be sure to join that trade league society. I mean, it's what definitely suits you. Also, who the heck is Sarama? That's all the way in Estonia. Anyways. Is it in revolt again? I got tired of it. At least more are willing to get rid of, and I'm willing to open up my purse to start sending money to those who want to get rid of them. Yet I was supposed to be the man of science, the genius and polymath, and yet I'm doing this stuff. Clearly contradicts of my, well, education. They didn't tell me I was raised to be a murderer. But dang it, it's happening. It's a reality. I can't stop it. Sins of the father, they tell you. Should be it. And one last piece of the... Oh, he's still intolerable. Okay. That's good. Now we can move on. The guy's a real loony. Huh. This is all your work. Yeah, sure. See if we can arrest him. Which there's a high chance of that, and he's locked in. We can't revoke it, nor banish it, because you know he's not excommunicated on this. No. Not possible. So he'll just be there and he'll be dead in the dungeon. He'll be replaced with a new mayor. Alright. Keep it up. They're gonna have a different dynasty it's ran by a different Christian faith, which I don't think it deserves to be there. Especially a country like Bulgaria. Oh, dang it. He'd know. Because he's paranoid. He knows too much. Try again. And this time tell him say that the wine is real. Confucianism is spread into this area in part of the Assyrian Empire. Croatians converted to the Miaphysite faith by Anatolia. Yeah, the queen of Anatolia, Jerusalem, and Thrace. Which now, she's no longer the queen of Egypt because these guys took it. All except Bosnia. Yeah, all but Bosnia, so. Yeah, Miaphysites basically replaced Orthodoxy. Well, meanwhile, I try to replace Orthodoxy with Nestorian, but clearly they got the momentum. And plus, if they want Egypt back, they got Croatia as backup now. Well, what have we done? The Balkan is now a chaotic place to be in. Home of Miaphysites, last few remaining Slavic pagans, Lollards, and Nestorians, and Paulicians, and Lollards. What have we done? You created a madhouse of a region, as with all the other parts of Europe. Again. Now the Sogdians are going to be on the defensive. We lost the organizer. Just noticed that. No, it's not there. Well, we got a new one. The King of Arabia. And yeah, you're ugly, but at least you're keeping your helmet on. Good on you. Nobody wants to see your face. Let's just get this over with. Speed this up. I've decided it might be profitable to take some time and resources to try to seriously hurt my sworn enemy. Bishop Darius is an unbearable pestilence upon this world, and I will not rest until I have made his life a living hell. Yeah, he shall never know peace for as long as I live. So now you're stressed, and I hope you die faster. It's too bad I can't assassinate you, because there's not many people in his court, and, you know, in his satrapy, would want to get rid of. Hey, cats! I never thought a disease would come back in here. Shut the gates! It's just too bad we still can't press that weak claim in Bulgaria, since that Serbian man is still here. Because he's way, way down on the line of succession. You better. The target of my bounty, King Zeman, has drawn his last breath. As the bounty hunter announces his victory and pockets the ducats had set aside previously. Excellent. Who took him out? Sava. Whew. Broke finger, bruised hand, wounded. You had a pretty hard fight. That guy just would not go away easily, for a man who was 77 years old. So, I thank you for it. Why don't you come to the court? I doubt he would want. He shows no reason to move. Thought we could use some talent like you. I mean, as I said, you've had a real hard battle going up against this Slavic guy. But now, new problem. Now it's ran by a Serb and a Lalard. But we got one more, and Count Sava, Nestorian Bulgarian, will take one more assassination in Bulgaria is once again Nestorian, as it should be. You got children, right? One. They run agnatic cognatic, right? Yeah, they do. Okay. One last assassination, and no more of this bull. Well, I guess we invited that Serbian guy for nothing, but hey. It's alright. Now that my rival is gone, now I can move on to try to, you know, put a bounty on this guy, and hopefully someone's going to take care of him. Just write it down on the paper, put it on a wall like it says wanted sign, and they'll go after him. Right before the year ends. No more trouble, right? Sure you can handle? Well, you got all this money of war reparation now, so now you're ready to be in business. All we can say is best of luck to you. Did your war over Ray, the county of Ray. Well, we're about to be engaged, and we're about to fight these guys once again. Yeah, all the good commanders have... Well, it's because they're in seclusion in the court with me. So after we get rid of my rivals, then I can finally move on with my studies. Another blasted Sea King. My bloodline. And wears modern armor, apparently. Always going after vulnerable coasts. My nightly studies of the movements of celestial bodies are increasing my knowledge of many great things. I feel that I'm getting closer to understanding the universe. I sense a harmony out there. More military points. Not a moment too soon. Now I'll rank up from neophyte to initiate. Told you we got a genius in our hands. Thank you. The man who was the smartest man in the world. Now consider me, Isaac. Is there anyone else smarter or wiser than Isaac? No one. Only my apprentice, Mukhtar, who is the second smartest man in the world. And it's mainly due to because he's a theologian. On my end, Polymath, Master Physician, Mystic, and all that and more. Oof. God dang it, man. Okay, we're gonna ambush him. Highwayman. Patriarch of the East is dead. Eliah the Third. He's half and half, so he'll do. I just hope he doesn't get mad at me for my hermetic studies and my continuous murdering. This time, they got him. There. No more. Now you got an Astorian king that everybody can be happy with. Well, mostly. And the reasons why they don't like him, especially this man? Yeah, opinion of predecessor, female heir. Okay. Don't worry, they'll manage. I don't think I have time to produce a son, so... Much really new. Okay, they got a future. So, the Bulgarian situation is now secure. And unfortunately, Glaservonia, our old friend, they don't have it in them anymore. Unless I want to send them money. And hopefully try to, retake what was lost. Well, no, they clearly lost it, but pretty much Bulgaria will take up that role under eventual holy wars against Slavic pagans and others. Now, I know some of you are concerned by the time of this episode now, is that, like, why aren't you married yet? You should have been married 3 years ago. Well, I did some searching as I stopped, as I do recordings in parts before I put them together. I did some searching during my pause to look for women from around the world who are women that are not married and with a diplomatic range. So I found a perfect one for me. And who'd have thunk it? Another Sogdian. Funa is her name. Midas Touch, that's 15 fertility. Mahanaya Buddhist, which is just increased vassal opinion. She's attractive, she's content, and she's lustful and kind. See? Nice person. Who is, a bit lustful. But also content, so this would just make her monthly karma just go up very, very slightly. At least she does have a learning skill. I mean, after all, she's a Buddhist. Anybody who's a Buddhist automatically has more learning. Makes me envy. I wish I was a Buddhist, but I follow one of its philosophies, and that's the Chan philosophy. Now let's get married. I don't care if you're lowborn or not. You say no? You're concerned about skills? Are you saying that she doesn't have what it takes to be my wife? Listen here, Marzoban, Wishagan, Avaknan. It's like, yeah, you call me an infidel or whatnot, but you like my gargoyles. That's because you're cruel. It's like, yeah, I know you are hurt and you've been in a lot of pain, but let me send you some money and a little bit of wine just for measure. Now, give me Funa. Now he says yes. See? A little money and wine. And since you're a court musician, Kotal, so wine, money, and song can make a difference. And also you like my gargoyles, so thank you. Yeah, that prestige is gonna hurt me, but I don't care. I want her. She's pretty desirable in my eyes. Not to mention it's going to once again continue this whole Gazarta dynasty of being half Assyrian, half Sogdian heritage. Yeah. Well, meanwhile, this other foreign war continues. And I hope that guy that I put a bounty on will get there. So, yeah. Since we have enough money, so see if we could get that prestige back. No, people respect wealth. Now come in here quick, because, you know, there's a disease out there. You don't want to catch consumption. Well, she wears the crown, but... Get in here! You're gonna catch the goddamn disease. Oh, terrible place to be in. Well, as morale's concerned. My spy master seems to have friends and informants inside every Jewish community in Europe. Messenger pigeons arrive at his vault on a daily basis, often carrying vital intelligence from abroad about new weapons and tactics. Excellent work. Come help us, Persians. The consumption got him. And now we got Timotheos, an Assyrian patriarch who has a lisp. You know, you got that lisp like the Assyrian dream. Now get in here and help us. That was my impression of Destiny. No, take this one holding. This way is much better. Working in my observatory, lately I've often been frustrated by broken equipment, weeks on end of cloudy weather, and frequent interruptions by curious intruders, and even animals. It's very hard to maintain concentration and get anything done. I must persist. The truth is out there. Funa, get the heck in here. It's too bad that I can't, you know, help you get in seclusion, because we weren't married prior to this, so there is no doubt she's going to catch this disease. And this court physician here, although Jewish, but I don't trust no mystical truths. Is there anybody, reset, that is a master physician? I don't mean like that, but You know what I'm talking about. Somebody who is wise. I mean, nobody's wiser than I, obviously, but what about Master Physician? Yeah, there's Doctors of Philosophy, but who else? You, young man, come over here. Yeah, you may be a philosophical tutor, but I ain't gonna make you a philosophical tutor. Well, meanwhile, we gotta ditch him. Oh, god dang it. We can't send him away as a eunuch, because we're in seclusion. Well, guess what? You're gonna catch that disease too. Like my newly married Sogdian wife. Remember, it's been around since 959, so it'll be 2 years before this finally goes away. As I will continue ranking up in the Hermetic Society as a mystic more for the learning. Oh, no longer stressed, eh? Chan Musings by Bishop Dice. I'm sure I'll write one of my own soon, and if I fail with that, I'm gonna go steal that book. Assumingly he's still alive. I'll spread the most vile rumors about him. Maybe those nasty sayings about him is gonna make other people want to assassinate him. But there are a few. I thought this was going to be the last assassination I would pull off, but nope, this one for real. We're either going to assassinate him, or someone's going to, you know, kill him for the bounty that I placed. Man, look at this. These scandalous rumors worked. He lives in there. Fortunately, we can't send the spy network to there because everybody's in seclusion. Surprised you haven't got sick yet. That is the last time I will ever be assassinating anyone. Just give me your money as a way of, well, get all that money back. We took it, right? Yes. It's pretty precarious here. I say precarious because there's a disease out here. Hope she doesn't catch consumption before she gives birth. Oh, God's help. We got the Sultan of Khorasan. Oh, perfect timing. I mean, he's in my prison, right? Yes. Look, this is for the first time ever. And don't know if it'll be the only time, but knowing that that man is young. Look, there's a lot of them out there, but I mean, yeah, he's brawny, but the guy's too dangerous, so should I blind him or should I castrate him? I mean, who's a homosexual? Hold on. Let me bring out my thing. I mean, I've done this in rare occasions on my videos. It's usually applied to the other videos of other games that I play in, but no, we're gonna do it here. on my hand I have the heads and tails app, so I could do typically best 2 out of 3. So heads castrate, blind, tails. Not tails, blind. Okay. Best 2 out of 3. Flip. And it's heads. That's 1 for castration. And then we'll flip again. And it's tails. We're tied with blind, so 1 more flip. Castrated blind. And it's heads. Castrate them. I may give the order to castrate Babars and turn him into a eunuch. He will be unable to sire more spawn or be granted the titles. A severe punishment. I might become cruel for this. My prisoner has been castrated and released. His screams could be heard all the way to my chambers. He had it coming. Yeah, he's extremely mad at me that he's like, how dare you castrate me? He had it coming. But the war score was already at 100% anyhow. We've won the war. Go home. Dear Emperor Isaac of Assyria. Oh, I was about to say, you're not mad at me after I castrate somebody. Your studies have not gone unnoticed these days, however. The world is full of heresy, and good men must do what they can to avoid adding to the confusion. You may pursue your studies as long as you refrain from questioning the conventional wisdom and divine revelation. Any novel ideas are to be presented as mere theories and not as established as fact. Signed, the Patriarch of the East, Timotheus. Look, you're suffering consumption. You're gonna die anyhow. Well, not yet, at least. Hey, I could get the brave trait. The Patriarch of the East should stand on my business. I could get excommunicated for this, so... have some money, okay? Just take your money and go. So now I'm brave because I told him to stay out of my business. Because this is the genius we're talking here. But everyone will get over it in about 2 years. Keep your eyes on that wife. This pregnancy has made my wife Una much more talkative and cheerful than usual. She never misses the chance to chat with anybody within earshot. Unfortunately, most scholars agree that a pregnant woman should spend as much time as possible resting in a dark room to avoid giving birth to a sickly child. She should, rest. Please do. You're a nice girl. Get rid of that bishop. There'll be no more rivals, alright? The dark rest may be good for my future child self, but it's proving detriment to my wife's mental stability. She's finding it harder to sleep at night. She's become twitchy and impossible to deal with. How unfortunate. Success! The snake performed its duty. Yeah, we got him. Apparently he fended off bounty hunters. Matter of fact, he's killed one. Which is his liege. I don't know if he was a member, but someone says it's like a bounty, you say, and went after him, then he got killed for his efforts. Again, we got a man who's been castrated. And I'm thinking, should we put another bounty on him? I mean, for further humiliation. Here's another. Now I can get on with my business without having to assassinate somebody. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of assassinating people left and right. You're the Duke of Aswan. All of you have expanded. Inheritance, right? Conquered as claimant. So Assyria is now officially in Egypt. Without my permission, but I appreciate it. And I suggest you, blast. Blast, I thought we could switch to Galakine. They're both primogeniture. If only you could tell your vessels to switch to primogeniture, but I can't. Remember those crown jewels? We should go get some. There it is. God dang it. Just wait for this disease to blow over. It is a good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distract from the tribulations of this delicate time of her life. As Funa's husband, it is my duty to provide her with the support that she needs. She's grown a bit paranoid. Even though she's trying to defeat fear, as in get rid of paranoid. No, I'll have some aids dispatched. Keep her healthy. Yeah, that'll do. She's at war again. De jure war. Want to send troops your way? Can you handle it? Again, they're up against, Oh, yeah, you got this in the bag. Got no money? No backup? No allies? Yeah, you got it. Eventually you will take this county. All this will be Sogdi in control one day. Almost done. 5 months. Yep. Isaac, the man who discovered a fountain of youth. She's about to give birth here. Or an attractor. Alright. Elisha. Sounds like a name for a handsome man. Now, don't get sick. I mean, the disease is still out there. Elijah should be baptized as soon as possible, so his place in heaven can be assured. Given that he's the heir of Assyria, I should make sure that the right sovereign is coming to this world as grandiose as possible. Apparently, I guess I must have... Well, I didn't read this, I guess. I guess an update just came up that now Nestorians can baptize the child. Well, now it's telling me to do so. There is one Prince Bishop around here. He lives over there. So, our most distinguished clergyman will bless him. Patriarch of the East can't do it because, well, he's sick and I, well, made him mad, or at least for a while. So, spend some money and piety for this. After news spread about the grandiose ceremony, I'm preparing for Elijah's baptism. So are my subjects covered to be chosen as the child's godparent. Who can be a godparent? Nice person. Again, that's just her opinion increase. Or maybe her, which they inherit our saint... Oh, that's their saintly bloodline. Or the king of Babylonia, which he's currently sick right now. Yeah, King Akon, or how do you say that name? The Babylonian king can be the godfather. Now, Prince Bishop Adir washes the child 3 times over, reciting a prayer to protect this soul, then raises him up for all the crowd gathered in the church to see. What a priceless sight. Baptized by a Prince Bishop. That's a first. My studies of the celestial spheres are progressing well. I see movements and relationships that I never dare guess at. It seems clear to me now that the laws that guide the movements of the stars must also be reflected on Earth in some way. And what is Earth? More learning and more technology points. Up on a melee. Just be more fierce. More fierce in combat. How y'all doing up there? If you ever fight a claimant war, we'll try to help you. Or maybe perhaps a holy war against... Hell, why don't you declare a holy war against them? Oh, not enough piety. I mean, this is your best shot. This is your best shot at redeeming yourself. And we'll try to intervene as quickly as possible. So, remember, Sogdians will do fine. They got the money to hire whatever mercenary that she may hire in time. So, we'll send our retinue over there, just in case. While my book is coming along, I still feel there is something missing from its pages. We do have more records, my lord. Details of the Gazarta, you might say, but we have to spend some time digging out in the graveyard, Master Scribe informs me. Not afraid of getting my hands dirty. Might develop a cold of some sort. Last time it's happened, they got pneumonia. And you think it's dysentery. Gave me hot goat's milk with honey for my cough. What's the matter with you? You dumb or something? I told you this is a bad investment. Oh, why not him? The second smartest man in the world. He should be the new decision. Taking no chances at this. And he thinks it's the flu. That makes most sense. To ease my troubles, Mukhtar consulted the stars before draining a good portion of my blood. Well, we're both members of the Medic Society. We try to consult the stars, but that one didn't do anything either. We thought he was that wise. Oh, it's the flu, okay. Just a normal flu. As long as you know what you're doing. He entered my chambers with an earthenware jar cradled in his arms and came to sit by my bed. He pulled a leech from the jar and gave it a most tender look before placing it on my face. Remain still, my lord. Better not disturb their feeding. I actually feel better. Thanks, Doc. What about my wife? She's still never sick, so I guess she's smart enough how to get away from those sickly folks. The Fountain of Youth has been constructed. I have to not be in seclusion in order to drink it. Vassalization war. For Cairo. Ah, you're doing me a favor. Okay. I'm sure next time we know, then we have to take that. The Bulgarian dynasty that originated from Rashka. And, so I guess we have a presence in Egypt now. And a bit of, Nubia. So now we're going to be bordered with those other great powers now. And we'll be fighting in holy wars to, well, first thing is most likely get the rest of Cairo. and then eventually work our way into Alexandria. And knowing that I have a lot of money, maybe we should build a great lighthouse there, since there is no great lighthouse of Alexandria. So we thought, well, let's recreate it. Matter of fact, spend that money right now to, well, jeez. Are you sure that's a lot? Flat cost. Good lord. Well, how much for the next stage of the garden? Cheaper. It'll be 23 years versus 28 years. And we have a pretty strong economy as long as the retinues are fully reinforced. So go for the garden. Build up the next stage and I'll figure out what to do with, you know, the other features. I think I'll still be around by the time to see this stage of the garden finished. Now we just gotta wait for this disease to blow over, so I can do all these things finally. Including drinking the Fountain of Youth for the first time. Recovered well from the flu. Now the coughing, fever, and headache are just unpleasant memories. I'm all better. Now, how are you? Doing alright? Yeah. Oh, I sure made a breakthrough. Ptolemy and Aristotle must be mistaken. The Earth revolves around the Sun. That's why the planets do not travel straight on the sky, and the tides shift on the ocean. For 5 years, right? Well, all I can say is, I must publish my findings. I'm gonna be excommunicated for this. Isaac the Wise. Appropriate nickname. Joseph Samia. Died of pneumonia. And was a follower of this Indian philosophy. As soon as this disease finally goes away, I will close the episode soon. But I think it would be proper to close an episode with drinking the Fountain of Youth for the first time on this character's life. I mean, he's the one that discovered it. I can perform scrying in through a potion of eudaimonia. So just up it further. Apparently these guys can get into the Hermetic Society because they're reformed pagan and they chose astrology. Got to save those books every time. No matter what. Making Italy a tributary state. Oh boy. What on earth is going on? Oh, they're going to be fully subjugated by these Slavic pagans. No? I forgot, it's one of their clans. Them. Too bad we can't join them. I mean, if they're going to be subjugated, then So be it. Maybe the Bulgarians can pay them back. Which, they did a liberation of Transylvania over the Avars. Oh, you bad man, you. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, she has consumption, but she's had a mild treatment and a mild illness, so stay strong. Hate to lose you. Just keep treating this disease, and you will be alright. And if she dies, then I'm gonna have to find someone else who is, stunningly beautiful, or smart, or even strong. The disease is gone. Okay, open the gates. And now, let's call for a smith, which we need a goldsmith, because gotta do something with that money. And also, we will close this episode with the drinking of the Fountain of Youth. The life-giving waters of the fountain is said to be able to wash away the effects of aging in anyone who drinks it. So, remember, I'm 26 years old. Let's see what happens. Drink or go. I kneel beside a fountain in the fortified garden of Baghdad and lower the cup into the water. As I drink deeply, a tingling sensation spreads in my whole body. I am left with energy and vigor I haven't felt in years. The years fall off of me as I drink. Now I'm 2 years younger. Now I'm 24 years old. You want to learn to abstain from the excesses of the flesh? I mean, you successfully got rid of paranoid, but why do you want not to be lustful? So, whatever, it's your life's choice. We have a son now. Just happy for that, but all I can say for you is get well soon. And we hope everyone well as we close this episode, and tell you that on the next episode that it's highly likely that, we may start fighting in holy wars against the Sultanate of Ali Sultanate, and as well as continuing to mop up on Anatolia to get another one of these counties. And as for everyone else, you're all alright on my book. Yeah. Whoa, what is that? They call him the Liberator. Yeah, this Harajite Berber has managed to liberate themselves from Mali. I can only wish saying there was a liberation war in Hispania somewhere. Still fighting in a holy war. So things may be looking up for us, so we don't have to worry about the Africans soon. So we'll worry about Egypt and Anatolia. And Sogdiana is doing fine, although they do have an ally. Well, that's tribal vassals. So I'm sure most of those losses was due to siege rather than anything else. But you're winning so far, and I'm glad you're doing strong. So now we say that as for Assyria, Swordmaster saying so long for now.